As requested, here's a quick video on how to flash custom VBIOSes on the MSI GS60. You're going to need a USB drive with information you don't mind losing on, or a blank one, plugged in and ready to go. Start up the internet, and the first thing you're going to Google is Rufus USB. First result that comes up, click on it, and you're going to want to download it. When that's down, I'm just going to get the one I downloaded earlier, run it and install it. Once the software is on, you're going to call the USB something I call mine NVIDIA Flash. You can call it whatever you want, just so you know what it is. Click start and off you go. It will destroy all information on the device it runs it. Next up, you want to Google NV Flash 5.136. This is a DOS program. It's probably the safest way to do it. Click download now, choose whichever server you want to get it from. Show in folder, NV Flash. Unzip it. And you want to copy those, put it onto the pen drive that you've just created. Next you want to get the ROM or VBIOS that you want to flash. I'm going to put all my VBIOSes back on. We're going to be installing the performance BIOS that I'm working on at the moment. Next up, we're going to click restart, and you're going to want to get into the BIOS. You hit the delete key. Okay, we're in the BIOS. That was hitting the delete key as mentioned. You want to go to the third tab along using the arrow keys, down to boot mode select, and we want to hit legacy. F10 for save configuration and reset. Press enter. That's simple. You don't have to press anything now, it's going to just load into DOS from the pen drive. It's asking us about keyboards here, so you just select the one that's appropriate to you. Right, now all you're doing is typing in NV Flash. Oh, it's hard typing with one hand. NV Flash space -6 space and then the name of your ROM. So in this case it's performance or perf.rom. That's exactly what I've called it in Windows. Hit enter. Okay, now you want to check this information carefully that they match. Now if you're using my performance BIOS that's based on the latest one off the MSI website, it might have a slightly different number around here. That's the BIOS version, not the board version. As you can see, the board versions match. So I want to hit yes, and off it goes. So storing firmware update. In a minute I'm going to have to try and press Ctrl-Alt-Delete with one hand, which should be interesting. Okay, successful. C drive, so what you do, press Ctrl-Alt-Delete, and now you want to start hitting delete again. So we're going to go back into the BIOS, keep pressing it until you get in. Okay, now simply just go back to boot mode, UEFI, enter, F10 to save, enter, and we're going to reboot. That's my Xbox One controller vibrating to let me know it's plugged in. Alright, so we're in. The VBIOS is installed. So what we're going to do, I'll show you if we do NVIDIA Inspector. As you can see here, the core now on the performance BIOS is... oh, the sound blaster's getting in the way. is the camera? Yeah, 980 megahertz. That's up from 967, and you'll see the memory is 3050 megahertz, which you double to get the effective 6.1 gigahertz. That's the overclock. So what we'll do, I'll run a quick 3D mark. I'm going to put Afterburner on so you can see the frame rate and the boost clocks in the top corner. Just benchmark. And as you can see, 980 megahertz. That's the core. 3055 megahertz is the RAM. What I'll do is I'll post the validation link to this at the end. Okay, the fan's buzzing away. Simple as that.